I'm Margo Clabo. Welcome to my sewing room. Today I'd like to show you how to draft a LeMoyne Star block. I am going to be using a Sharpie marker so that you can see the lines, but I highly recommend that you use a very fine point mechanical pencil because you want these lines to be very crisp and clear. You'll start out drawing a square using, I like rotary rulers because I can get my perpendicular lines exactly right. I have made a 6-inch square, and the important thing when you're drawing your square is that your corner lines overlap. We don't want to take just a square ruler and round off the corners. We need to know exactly where these corners line up. So I'm working with a 6-inch square. I have drawn an X through the middle to designate the center of the square. I'm now going to take a compass. Any kind of a compass will work. Put the point of the compass right in the center of the square and get the distance to the corners so that I could in fact draw a circle and it will hit all 4 of the corners exactly. But I'm measuring the distance to a corner with a compass. I will now take that arc dimension and I am going to set the point of my compass now in the outside corner, and I'm going to draw an arc that gives me this arc. Rotate it. Do it again from the corner and draw an arc. Rotate it from the corner, draw an arc, all 4 corners. Now these arc lines are not important. What's important is where it crosses the square out here. That's what we're concerned with. So I can take my very fine pencil and just make a little tick mark where my circle arcs cross this outside edge. Now I'm going to label the outside of my square with A and B. Rotate it, A and B. Rotate it, A and B. Rotate it, A and B. So I have all of my A and B points designated. I will use my ruler to draw a line to connect the tick mark at A to the bottom B, and from the tick mark at A to the right side B. I will rotate it and do the same thing again from A to B and A to B, and rotate it again and go from A to B and A to B. That will give me all of these lines, and I'm beginning to see my star, but I need to get the lines on the center of the star, and I'll do that by drawing a line from this V point to this V point vertically, and from this V point to this V point horizontally. So I'm going from the outside edge of the star in both directions. The next line that I have to draw is connecting the corner V to the opposite corner V. So we're going northwest to southeast and northeast to southwest to give us a star in the middle. Then it's just a matter of erasing the extra lines in the middle. I have highlighted the outside edge of my LeMoyne Star, and I now have a drafted design that's exactly the size I need for my project. A good way to check your drafted star for accuracy is to take a piece of template plastic and make a template shape from one of your diamonds. You should be able to take that diamond and lay it down and trace it, and you should be able to flip it upside down and all around, and it should exactly fit. Because I'm using fat lines on my drafted sample, Mine is not exactly right. If you'll notice, I'm a little bit off. And it doesn't look like much. There's just a little sliver over on this side. But if I take that template shape and I trace it on all of my star units, just that little bit, when I get over to this last one, that's not going to fit. The same thing's going to happen if I try to use this template in fabric. It's not going to fit. That's why I suggest that you use a very fine marker to draw your drafting and to make an accurate template. After you've got your accurate template made, you're welcome to make a fabric sample to make sure before you cut out a whole quilt worth. And I hope you make some LeMoyne stars.